lot of you must be having troubles in connecting to internet, especially in the rural India. Uh, I too belong to one such category. So I live in a place. It's in Malnad. It's a Western Ghats, and particularly in my home, the signal is absolutely zero. So I had a lot of difficulty in connecting to the world. So initially I tried with something called a signal booster. You can see here. I'll just show you. Yeah, the top one is there at the single antenna what you see. It's around 60 feet high. So it was working good. I mean, I can call people, uh, but only thing is a tri-band signal boosters means like I can get only 3 bands. The internet wasn't so good. I mean, maximum speed I could get was like around 5 Mbps. So then, just for the internet, I moved to some other configuration. So you can see here it has it's a router, 4G router connected to two LPDA antennas. So specialty of this is like they can catch signal at much better rate. What I'm using is like TP-Link MR6400 what's say 4G router to which I've connected 1 second. Yeah, dual LPDA antennas. They didn't cost much. I think one antenna costs around 800 bucks. So this connected to a 4G router. I'll just show you. So this are connected via LM400 cable. So yeah, cables have come and connected to this router. See, I replaced the external antenna with these LM6, I mean 400 cables. These are connected to two LPD antennas around 50 feet from the ground. So this was working good because the tower, nearby tower, it was around 4 kilometers away, the Geo tower. It was having good signal strength, and I was able to get around 20-25 Mbps speed. But what happened was in last 2 weeks I guess, so suddenly that tower strength decreased. They reduced the speed of the tower. Now the Geo is not even getting connected even at this setup. So at Airtel I'll get maximum say 6 to 8 Mbps because Airtel tower is around 8 kilometers from this place. So basically this is not serving my job. Then I got something called Microtik SXT, a 4G LTE device. I'll just zoom it set in the tree. I am mounted on a nearby palm tree which is around much maybe around 40 feet high. So you can see this. Yeah, it's like a, I mean it's your palm size device. It's a 4G LTE router just like your Geo5 but has better range and high capacity receiver. So it is made by a Latvian company called Microtek. Thanks to internet, otherwise I wouldn't have found this company. So specialty of this device is, you can see here, you can put two SIMs, 4G SIMs. I have put one Airtel and one Geo. And best of all is like it accepts PoE, means like you can actually power it through a LAN cable. So one problem with the previous setup was that I was using LM 6400 sorry LMR 400 cables to the my TP-Link router. The problem with that was the router was on the ground and the antenna was in the sky. I mean whatever the height, say 40 feet or 50 feet from the ground. So there was no way to power the antenna from the ground because I could power only the router from the below. So there was some signal drop. See, the more I increase the height of that LPD antennas, the signal strength used to drop because the cable, I mean the signal drop is happening in that cable. Whereas here I'm actually using a LAN cable, normal LAN cable. What you can see is LAN cable, but it has to be Cat 6 grade. These days everything comes in Cat 6. So it uses a PoE injector and power injector at the ground, I mean other end of the LAN cable, So what I do is like the other end of this LAN cable is which is in my home now. It has a power supply unit. So I power the LAN cable from there, and it powers this router on the tree. So because of that, its signal receive strength is way better than my TP-Link router. So believe it or not, now I mean it's actually not as high as that two LPD antennas. So that is around 50 feet, whereas this is around 40 feet. I mean maybe, yeah, I mean similar height maybe, but that could catch only around 7 to 8 Mbps speed, whereas this one catches 40 Mbps. So another interesting thing is the band selection. So by default TP-Link doesn't allow you to select the bands. So I came across a beta operating system in some TP-Link forum, from which I could select the bands. So uh, at this setup, I can get band 1, band 3, band 8 and band 40. The maximum speed is at the band 40, but with the TP-Link setup, the band 40 wasn't getting any signal. It was almost, I mean, signal to noise ratio was pretty bad, and even the other that whatever the values are there, right? SPRQ, all those things, they were pretty low. Whereas here, I can easily get band 40. Other important aspect about the MikroTik router is like it's an Linux based open source OS. It allows you to lot of things. I mean, I'm yet to figure it out, but only thing I'm doing it now is like selecting bands. So I put band 40 for this setup, and I'm using a LAN wire here. So I mean, let's not be so technical. In layman words, this is the best device for rural India. So I've got LAN cable here. So LAN cable comes here. Yeah. So as I said, it accepts two micro SIMs. You can put two SIMs, and then close the door. I have applied a cello tape around that so that I'm worried about when the rain may enter here because it's a very heavy rainfall area. But the MikroTik says you don't need all those things because it is made for outdoor use. This device is very robust and can withstand very harsh weather conditions. However, I just taken extra precautions, but let me say it's pretty easy to use. You just put two SIMs and then put it at a higher place and use LAN cable. So I'm using 30-meter long LAN cable, which is Cat 6 from D-Link. I paid around say 30 rupees per meter here, so which is quite low. I mean, in Bangalore, you'll get it for around 22 rupees, I guess. But yeah, I live in a quite far place, so here 30 rupees is something I can get. The device costs you 8,500 plus GST, which comes to around 10K. I got it from a vendor in Nehru Place, Delhi. I mean, he couried that to my place. So the vendor was pretty good. I'll put a link underneath. Overall, the experience is pretty good. Let me show you the rotor end. So this uses 124-volt power supply. You can see here. So this is the injector. So there is a LAN power and the data split connector. This comes along with the uh, MikroTik router. So other end I've connected to a normal Wi-Fi router which I have in the home, and you can connect this part directly to your laptop also. But I want to make it shareable to other devices. So this is the setup. So you can check here. It's pretty simple. This LAN wire is from the tree, that whatever the router is set up on the tree, from which the LAN wire has come, what you can see here, which I put it here, and the power comes in other end. Power gets injected here and power goes to the router. Other end I've connected to the my Wi-Fi router here. So yeah, let's check the speed. So you can access the MikroTik router by the default IP address. So you can see here, I'm getting band 40. The 13 decibel is a dB is a very nice SINR. You can see the RSRP values. I mean, it's not so good, but it's okay. I mean, it's way better than what I was getting earlier. But SINR is I never got this 12 dB. It used to be like -3, -6 kind of range. So this is pretty good. So, and also, I mean, this interface is like it'll take some time to get used to. But it's like once you get used to, I mean, I'm not even an electronics engineer or telecommunication engineer, but I can understand. So I'll show you. I mean, you can see here. So it allows me to select the bands, and there are other, a number of other options which I haven't even figured out. It also has a terminal where you can write commands, but I don't know the codings. But what I can say is this is perfect DIY, you know, device. You can do a lot of things with this, and it's worth the money. So let's check the speed. So yeah, ping is, I mean, I used to get around less than 20 milliseconds, but it's okay. I mean, so it's a pretty decent speed for me. I mean, I was getting 30 an hour ago, but it's okay. I mean, 24 because this is way better than, I mean, the signal strength I used to get to. So that's it. I mean, it's pretty easy. Let's show you what is. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I mean, you can have a very good speed if you don't have any internet connectivity. I think to make sure this device, I mean, doesn't come with a very good instruction manual. I mean, it's made for experts, I guess. So while mounting the router, there is a small grounding provision in the board itself. So make sure if you are mounting at a higher position, either in the mast or some pole, please connect that grounding to the pole. So it will protect the device in terms of, in terms of any surge or some lightning or whatever happens. So that's one thing. Second thing is, while operating the device, make sure the device at least like 45 to 50 centimeter away from your body. I think it has some radiations, I guess. I don't know. I mean, that's what they mentioned in their setup. It doesn't have any radiations, but it's good to keep it around 45 centimeter away from your body. So apart from that, it's pretty easy to use. uh, yeah, just try it. I would say this is worth the every penny you spend. And yeah, this is the savior for rural India, especially because after the BSNL's sad demise, we don't have any way to connect to the world. So right now I have three antennas, one for the booster which I used to make call. Second thing is the failed TP-Link one, but yeah, it may work in some other place. And third one is that successful Microtech SXT 4G LTE kit. So other thing is there is one more version of this LTEs has come up. Sadly, it's not available in India yet. It's called Microtech LHG LTE. So it has its own parabolic antenna. Yeah, that parabolic antenna I was looking to put into my TP-Link router, but I couldn't source an parabolic antenna. And also it was coming, I mean, it was not expensive, but I mean, I have experienced like, multiple cables and connected to the, you know, routers. And these are domestic routers. I knew, I mean, they can't handle all these harsh conditions. So I wanted something which made for these kind of, conditions. So hence this Microtech SXT. Yeah, please try it. It's not that expensive. I mean, if you can afford, I mean, total setup cost me around 12K. So it's a good investment, and it will save you a lot of energy and time. Thank you.